In Wisconsin, a man was celebrating Halloween by dressing up as Hodler. Elon wrote a billionaire earnestly trying to sell people on the idea that free speech is actually a $8 a month subscription plan. Your feedback is appreciated. Now pay $8. This is fake. I did not tweet out a link to the New York Times. Elon Musk, in a tweet, shares link from site known to publish false news. My very tech-challenged father-in-law sent the entire family a picture of his breakfast this morning. It had a watermark. I don't even know how to begin unpacking. Twitter's current lords and peasants system for who has or doesn't have a blue check mark is bullshit. Power to the people. Blue for $8 a month. Regarding Twitter's reduction in force, unfortunately there is no choice when the company is losing over $4 million a day. Everyone exited was offered 3 months of severance, which is 50% more than legally required. Protecting children and traditional values. Honey 24 stone student, 30, pinned down online date and force him to have sex, leaving him with love bites so bad it looked like he'd been strangled. Here's sex without consent court trial. LMRO, my table tipped me nothing on a $65 tab. I found her ID on the table and threw that joint in the trash. It's $30.50 for a replacement. This could have been avoided with a $10 tip butch. Some treats for the children from our neighbors. More trains seems like a great idea. Oh, wait. I just checked the calendar and it's the 21st century, not the 19th century. Trains are a dumb idea. My mistake. 9-year-old, Mama, you didn't throw out the Halloween candy. Background. We have a Halloween tradition where after the kids go to bed, I throw all their candy in the garbage. The next morning, they are filled with rage. Thank you so much. Hugs and kisses. Reader, I forgot. People who are morally outraged on behalf of my children, don't come crying to me when your children write boring memoirs called My Parents Were Always Nice. A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mom walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Keep it and give him a piece of it anytime he asks for money. LMRO. Man dressed himself on Halloween as Nancy Pelosi attacker. Where's Nancy? Republican Mike Lee, the senator from Utah, spoke in front of a crowd of seniors and told them that if the Republicans win the midterms, they will phase out Social Security, pull it up from the roots, and get rid of it. Then, the crowd of seniors clapped and cheered in approval. Here is the video of seniors clapping upon hearing that their Republican senator plans to cut their Social Security. Woman forced to crawl on plane after Jetstar fails to provide wheelchair. A woman says she was humiliated when Jetstar staff couldn't provide her with a wheelchair to leave a flight, forcing her to crawl on the plane. Breaking. Elon Musk's brain interface company wants to start clinical trials on humans as early as next year. 15 out of 23 monkeys implanted with Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chips have reportedly died. $20 a month to keep my blue check? Duck that. They should pay me. If that gets instituted, I'm gone like Enron. That's a bit odd. You can well afford it. It ain't the money, it's the principle of the thing. But the truth of the matter is, it is how you stay relevant. Otherwise, no one would even know you're alive. You're not going anywhere. Brags about standing for anthem. Sits his ace on flag. There are two types of people in this world. 1. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. So 2 of my classmates just asked our professor if his shirt is missing a second part. They stole my laptop last night and they sent me an email using my email. I have mixed emotions now. Sorry for the laptop. Bro, how's it? I know I stole your laptop yesterday. I needed the money as I have been struggling to make ends meet. I see that you were busy with a research proposal. I have attached it, and if there are any other files that you need, please alert me before Monday 12 o'clock. Since I have found a customer. Once again Geopolitics bro. This isn't funny, guys. There is nothing better than waking up and enjoying a fresh, steaming cup of my own urine. Such a tangy way to start the day, and it's scientifically proven to help brain cells grow. If you want to be like me, drink your pee. One guy's business plan for a $44 billion over leveraged purchases apparently, to run around and individually ask people for $8. Remember that next time you question yourself or your qualifications. If only 1 million users subscribe, out of 395 million total users, that's nearly 1 billion per year in new, recurring revenue for a company that has never made a real profit in its entire existence. But I know math is hard. Pastor ripped his 14-year-old daughter for 2 years, gets shorter jail time for being a man of God. The sentence for a crime of this nature is generally 72 years, but this soft sentence was because he was a man of God. Feel like worst parent in world. Got hairspray from pound shop, right with all Halloween stuff. Spray it on thought, yeah Luke says that. Finished up, thought smells a bit strong. Looked at label. It's ducking spray paint. I fully dyed his ducking head and chances are I need to shave his head cause after 30 minutes scrubbing, I can't get it out. Twitter managers told staff to work 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, CNBC. Elon Musk has had more gender-affirming surgeries than most trans people. I'm not trying to upset the fanboys, just simply exercising my freedom of speech. So glad that I can state my opinions without having to worry about triggered snowflakes. Gender affirming means changing your gender. You made those rules. $20 a month to keep my blue check. Duck at that, they should pay me. If that gets instituted, I'm gone like Enron. We need to pay the bills somehow. Twitter cannot rely entirely on advertisers. How about $8? These have got to be the two dumbest people alive. Drake makes music for people who follow billionaire mindset accounts on here. You tweeted this at 5 in the morning. He certainly has a hold over you. I'm in the UK. 5 AM is 5 AM. Don't embarrass yourself any further. He still lives rent-free in your mind. They are not ripping women. Women are choosing to be with them. So maybe women can keep their legs closed if they don't want unwanted pregnancy, since we can all agree that they are the ones who have to pay the most price. A woman cannot get pregnant by having open legs. A man's popular does that. Did you also know she can become pregnant by having sex with her legs closed? Why? Cause spam causes a pregnancy. No, women cannot get pregnant with legs closed. If your legs are closed then your vag isn't gonna get enough oxygen to optimally function. Besides you also need light, which you aren't gonna get with your legs closed. After 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday that I wasn't ready for a relationship and he responded, "It's been great, hope you have a good one." And then he bulked me. No effort, no pressure applied. I'm devastated. Kanye West attempted to apologize and sympathize with George Floyd's family after losing Adidas deal. I know what it feels to have an E on my neck right now. Kanye West now sympathizes with George Floyd's family after losing Adidas deal. Twitter staff have been told to work 84-hour weeks, and managers slept at the office over the weekend as they scramble to meet Elon Musk's tight deadlines, reports say. To all complainers, please continue complaining, but it will cost $8. Government, you owe us money. It's called taxes. Me, how much do I owe? Government, you have to figure that out. Me, I just pay what I want. Government, oh, no we know exactly how much you owe. But you have to guess that number too. Me, what if I get it wrong? Government, you go to prison. I lost my period on a raw vegan diet. Freely the banana girl thinks periods are toxic and stopping them is a sign of health. And as soon as I came into the lifestyle, like, within the first month, I lost my period. It was gone. And I was like, yes, get out of here. I don't want to see you ever again. Don't come back now, you hear? A drunk girl at this party asked me, "So like what's your backstory?" I said scoliosis and she said, with complete sincerity, "That's crazy, I'm a Libra." I'm curious, what's the dumbest idea you have that you nevertheless believe will, if implemented, make the world a better place? If you don't use a turn signal your car doesn't turn. Brilliant. Elon Musk is so good at negotiation. He paid $44 billion for something worth approximately $10, and then as his first order of business he proposed a $20 monthly subscription and immediately revised that down to $8 because Stephen King told him to duck off. Brilliant stuff. I'd like that. China at least doesn't participate in imperialism and military interventions which kill thousands, and it has lifted over 800 million people out of poverty in the last 40 years. Every day I wake up and see new incidents that trumps the previous day's incidents, that people are ducking stupid. Every day I see people making pointless ace connections to Trump. Doctor wouldn't tie my tubes cause I wasn't married, and maybe someday my husband might want kids. Medically, my body belongs to a man I haven't met. You wasted $44 billion to restore a fascist to this platform. You cold easily given every person on earth $4.3 million with that amount of money. Capitalist. There is 7 to 8 billion people on earth now. That would be $5.50 for every person on earth. Small miscalculation, my point still stands. Bro miscalculated by millions. Putin will rely on his personal chef and Wagner Group head to manage the next phase of war. Thank you. It was written originally in English by an American. Me. I was credited as the author. Pachinko by Atmanjinli 11 was an incredible book. The uncredited English translator really captured all the nuances of the native Hangul. Well, this is awkward. Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. LMAO, my table tipped me nothing on a $65 tab. I found her ID on the table and threw that yawn in the trash. It's $30.50 for a replacement. This could have been avoided with a $10 tip, butch. Imagine if we spent $40 billion on veterans. A couple of weeks ago you voted against a bill expanding healthcare for veterans exposed to burn pits and other toxins. Charlie Kirk calls for his audience to post bail for Pelosi attacker. If some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. Bail him out and then go ask him some questions. The bank says I can't afford a $950 mortgage, so I pay $1,400 a month in rent instead. My predictions were correct. I'm absolute trash at Apex Legends. Practice makes perfect. Can't auto-tune the game. You better not mess with Texas guys. Corporate communists control the speech of their employees and customers by only allowing democrat speech and punishing, silencing, and canceling Republican speech. But there is a shift beginning. People are beginning to refuse to be silenced, and a Patriot economy is beginning. My dad just tipped me $65 on my OnlyFans on top of my $30 charge for my OnlyFans monthly subscription. And if that's not the real lest shut ever, I don't know what is. That is how you support your child's business. He doesn't take paychecks. He lives a minimalist life and puts most his profits back into the companies. He doesn't care about wealth. A customer only wanted a half dozen eggs, so they ripped a dozen in half. My favorite part of this is him tagging the entire community. Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico announce they are now married. I'm really worried about the direction of our world. My ex-wife left me and our children to be with another woman, and now this. I'm currently having trouble dating because so many women are done with men. It's not really fair. I used to be a supporter, but my views on the LBT is changing. I'm livid. Been babysitting for me for 7 months now. $100 a week. The hours are easy. 9 AM to 5 PM. Like a regular ducking job. and the kids are basically angels. They sleep most of the day anyway at this age. I get a text from her saying she's applying to Walmart and that she can't afford to work for me anymore. She's not paying me anything. I'm paying her. What do you mean afford? Have fun working longer hours for less pay, you ungrateful butch. And now I'm stuck without childcare. All the daycares in my area are super expensive, and every time I have posted an ad on a local buy and sell, people have left really mean comments. I'm getting desperate. I can't believe she'd put me in this spot. This is risking my livelihood. I thought she was my friend. Ellen. Great chat yesterday, as you heard overwhelmingly from senior advertisers on the call. The issue concerning us all is content moderation and its impact on brand safety/suitability. You say you're committed to moderation, but you just laid off 75% of the moderation team. So for all the replies I received that content moderation equals denial of freedom of speech, it doesn't. What do you say about the fact that the chief twit just blocked me for exercising mine? Yesterday, at Elon Musk solicited from marketers. Today he's blocking those who ask them. At Elon Musk blocked you. Asking people to pay for a thing that only has value because it can't be paid for is quite a Banksy move. Truth Social has become somewhat of a phenomena. Last week it had bigger numbers than all other platforms, including TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and the rest. It also looks and works better to my eye. I'm very happy that Twitter is now in sane hands and will no longer be run by radical left lunatics and maniacs that truly hate our country. Twitter must now work hard to rid itself of all of the bots and fake accounts that have hurt it so badly. It will be much smaller, but better. I love truth. Holy crap. The popular MAGA Twitter account Ultra MAGA Bella Heat Babe, who had more than 26,000 followers and once claimed Obama was an Illuminati spy lizard, was suspended after it was revealed she was a Chinese spy. The FBI has received credible information of a broad treat to synagogues in New Jersey. We ask at this time that you take all security precautions to protect your community and facility. We will share more information as soon as we can. Stay alert. In case of emergency, call police. That's why humankind should deforest and populate everything. Eliminate this barbaric beasts. Create productive farms. Ending world hungry. So, duck up the entire ecosystem and turn the entire earth into a barren wasteland, while at the same time speeding up the extinction. Drake makes music for people who follow billionaire mindset accounts on here. You tweeted this at 5 in the morning. He certainly has a hold over you. I'm in the UK. 5 AM is 5 AM. Don't embarrass yourself any further. He still lives rent-free in your mind. I talked to my liberal neighbor tonight about the 2020 elections. She said it's a hard decision on who to vote for. I said no, it's not. It's either Trump or socialism. Her jaw dropped. She said she never looked at it that way. It's that simple, folks. Trump or socialism. Warning. Be sure to check your kids' candy. I just found this in my daughter's Halloween candy. Based on a quick Google search, it looks very similar to fentanyl. I'm hoping that's not what it is, but we are taking it to the police to be safe. Scientists in Japan are close to developing a cure for baldness after growing fully mature hair follicles in lab. Can't people just be happy how God intended them to be? Makeup, filters and all that other fake shit. If you went bald, you get yourself a wig. For most men, turning grey isn't an issue, it's losing your hair. So don't come at us with this bullshit quote. Of course my standards are high. My dad has 2 other kids, but he only has my name tattooed. My mom only has 1 tattoo and it's my name. When I was 10 I wanted to go to Paris and we booked everything, but my mom forgot to confirm our flight, so we couldn't go, so my dad paid for the trip twice, just so I could see the Eiffel Tower. I wanted to live in the United States, so we moved here. My brother is in medical school, but my dad is more proud of me for speaking English. Not only am the password child, but the Wi-Fi name in our house, the Queen. Some would say I'm the favorite child. The anti-war film is just as anti-war as the book. Watching the All Quiet on the Western Front 2022. Adaption and its pure limited mindset propaganda. Great visuals and overall aesthetic, but the story even more so than the book wallows in war bad. Desperately need a Storm of Steel a soup movie or something. This can't be it all. All quiet on the Western Front. Why do people get mad when you say you're afraid of dogs in general / specifically their dog? Imagine someone you never met telling you they are afraid of you. Dog owners feel their dogs are part of their family, with their own personalities. Saying you're afraid of their dog despite you having no bad experience with that dog specifically is very insulting to them. Almost akin to saying you're afraid of a black person because a completely unrelated black person once harmed you. Oh hell no, that is not the same thing. Literally nobody is actually offended by blackface. Calm down. I actually think everyone should do blackface for Halloween. Blackface and full engine headdress in the same costume. Stop clutching pearls, people. I don't know why people can't Google things they don't know. And at this point I'm afraid to ask. Sleep for 8 hours. Work for 8 hours. That's only 14 hours out of 24. You still have 10 hours to cook amazing meals, work out, learn our language, and walk on the beach. Time is not the issue. Kanye West fans start GoFundMe to restore his billionaire status. They're either really good at trolling, or this just pure insanity. He's so ingenious, like, if a man and a woman had a baby. Elon Musk. Weird nerds. Valid criticism. Yep, and we nerds will leave you on Earth while we are on Mars, ensuring humanity's survival.